Welcome to Seedling Squad, your go-to place for all things plant and gardening. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or a seasoned green thumb, we've got tips, tricks, and tutorials for everyone. Hi, I'm Monica, and I'm here to help you grow your gardening skills and turn your space into a green paradise. From seed to harvest, let's embark on this gardening journey together. In today's video, we will be featuring 9 things gardeners should do when getting ready for spring. Just so you know, there are direct links to all the related products in the description below. If you want a wide range of gardening facts, tips, and tricks, be sure to visit our website at seedlingsquad.com. So let's get started. 1. Do a garden health check. Before we start planting or prepping anything, the very first step is giving your garden a simple health check. Think of it as a spring inspection. Winter can be rough on your outdoor space, so this step helps you understand what needs attention before the growing season begins. Walk around and inspect everything: raised beds, garden beds, lawn edges, pots, containers, trellises, and even your pathways. Look for soggy spots, where water may have pooled, compacted soil that looks flat and lifeless, dead plants that didn't survive winter, broken stakes, or cracked pots. Why is this important? Because identifying problems early helps you fix them before you start planting. For example, soggy areas may need better drainage, compacted soil will need loosening, and broken supports should be replaced before plants rely on them. Take a moment to make a simple to-do list. This keeps you organized and ensures a smoother start to your spring gardening journey. 2. Wake up the soil. Next, it's time to wake up your soil after months of cold, inactivity, and possibly being covered by snow or mulch. Over winter, soil often becomes compacted, meaning there's less airflow and fewer open spaces for roots to grow. To fix this, gently loosen the top layer of soil with your hand fork or trowel. You're not digging deeply, just fluffing up the first 2 to 3 inches. This allows oxygen to enter and helps soil-dwelling organisms become active again. Then add a layer of compost, worm castings, or aged manure to the surface and lightly mix it in. You're basically giving your soil fresh nutrients to support new spring growth. Avoid deep digging if possible because it can disrupt earthworms, beneficial microbes, and the natural soil structure. Healthy soil is alive, so we want to protect that ecosystem. This step matters because strong soil means strong plants. If you skip it, your garden may struggle later with stunted growth, poor drainage, and reduced harvests. Treat this like a gentle recharge before planting. 3. Clear out winter leftovers. Winter leaves behind lots of debris: dead annuals, mushy leaves, rotting stems, or even bits of moldy plant material. These can harbor pests, disease, and fungi that you don't want around your young spring plants. Start by removing any dead annuals completely. They will not regrow, so clearing them opens space for your new plants. Then inspect your perennials. Many will have browned or dried stems from winter. Cut back the old growth, but make sure to leave any fresh green shoots. That's the new growth for spring. If you see any diseased or suspicious-looking leaves or stems, things like black spots, powdery substances, or mushy areas, throw them in the trash, not the compost. Composting diseased material can spread issues later in the year. This cleanup prevents pests, reduces the chance of disease, and gives your garden a clean, fresh start. It also makes room for sunlight and airflow, 2 things plants absolutely need as they begin growing again. 4. Plan what goes where so you don't wing it later. One of the easiest ways to improve your garden's success is to plan before you plant. Spring moves fast, and having a clear plan prevents overcrowding and plant stress. Start by deciding which beds will hold leafy greens, root vegetables, fruiting crops, and flowers. Grouping similar plants makes care easier. If possible, practice crop rotation. For example, try not to plant tomatoes in the exact same spot as last year because disease and pests in the soil may still be present. Rotating beds helps keep your soil healthier over the years. Make a simple sketch, nothing fancy, just a quick drawing of your garden layout. This prevents the "I forgot what I planted here" problem and makes the planting process smoother. Planning ahead also helps you maximize space, increase harvests, and avoid last-minute mistakes. Think of it as your garden roadmap for the entire season. 5. Plant cool season crops first. Cool season crops love chilly spring temperatures. They grow best now, long before the summer heat arrives. Direct sow seeds like lettuce, peas, radish, carrots, spinach, beets. These plants don't mind cold soil and often grow better when planted right into the ground. If your weather allows, you can also transplant cabbage, broccoli, and kale seedlings outdoors at this time. Use labels so you don't lose track of where you planted your seeds. This is especially helpful for root crops like carrots and radishes that take time to sprout. Planting cool season crops early ensures you get harvests sooner, and it frees up space for warm season vegetables later in the year. It's all about timing and making the most of your growing season. 6. Get ready for summer crops indoors. While your cool season plants are going outside, your summer crops need a head start indoors. Start seeds of tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, basil, marigolds, and zinnias in seed trays or small pots. Make sure whatever container you use has good drainage. These plants need warm temperatures and bright light to grow strong. If you don't have a grow light, a bright sunny window works, but rotate your seedlings to prevent leaning. Be careful not to overwater. Seedlings prefer slightly moist, not soaked soil. Overwatering is one of the most common beginner mistakes. By starting these plants indoors now, you'll have sturdy, healthy seedlings ready to transplant once the weather warms up. This gives you earlier harvests and stronger plants. 7. Take control of weeds early. Weeds wake up fast in spring, and once they take over, they can choke your plants, steal nutrients, and make your garden harder to manage. The best time to control weeds is when they're tiny and easy to pull. Loosen the soil around them gently and remove them by the roots. Then add 2 to 3 inches of mulch around your plants. Good mulching materials include shredded leaves, straw, or wood chips. Mulch stops new weeds from sprouting by blocking sunlight and also helps your soil retain moisture. Just remember to leave a small gap around plant stems to prevent rot and fungus. Controlling weeds early keeps your garden tidy, reduces work later, and helps your plants grow without competition. 8. Protect before pests show up. Spring is a time of new growth, but pests also start waking up as soon as temperatures rise. Taking preventive measures now saves you from big problems later. Check your garden fencing and repair any gaps. Rabbits, squirrels, and other critters can squeeze into surprisingly small spaces. Make sure your netting, mesh, or row covers are secure. If you have raised beds, consider using insect netting or floating row covers early in the season. These barriers help keep aphids, slugs, snails, and beetles away from your tender young plants. Don't wait until pests are everywhere. Start looking now. Turn over leaves, check soil edges, and watch for clusters of eggs or small insects. The earlier you catch issues, the easier they are to fix. Taking preventive steps now protects your hard work and gives your garden a much better chance of thriving. 9. Tune up your tools and watering. Our last essential task is giving your gardening tools a little love. Clean and sharpen your pruners, shears, and trowels. Sharp tools make cleaner cuts, which helps prevent plant damage and disease. Check your watering cans, hoses, and sprinklers for cracks or clogs. Spring planting goes much smoother when your tools actually work. At the same time, establish a simple watering routine. Instead of watering every day, check your soil moisture first. If the top 2 to 3 centimeters of soil feel dry, it's time to water. If it's still moist, wait. Plants don't like soggy roots. Good watering habits early in the season promote stronger root systems and healthier plants all year long. Thanks for joining us on this countdown of the 9 things gardeners should do when getting ready for spring. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening, Seedling Squad!